Hey, are you following the U.S. presidential elections? I am. I mean, it's still more than a year away, but it's getting exciting. I like Scott Walker, the governor of Wisconsin, but Senator Marco Rubio is obviously terrifying the Democratic Party establishment, including the media, and I can see why. Here, take a look at Marco Rubio looking, well, severely normal. Here he is just answering some really normal questions on video, seeming almost human. Take a look.
The first question, how old is Marco Rubio? I'm 43. I'll turn 44 in a few weeks. What nationality is Marco Rubio? I'm an American of Hispanic descent. My parents came here from Cuba in 1956. Is Marco Rubio running for president in 2016? Absolutely, and I hope I can earn your support. Is Marco Rubio a Democrat? No, I'm a Republican, and I'm proud to be one. When is Marco Rubio's Senate term up? Well, it expires in January of 2017, which happens to be when we're going to swear in a new president. What religion is Marco Rubio? I'm a Roman Catholic. Is Marco Rubio a conservative? Absolutely. I'm a free enterprise, limited government conservative, and proud of it. Is Marco Rubio a twin? No, I'm not. Why is Rubio running? I'm running for president because I think we're on the verge of another American century, and we need new leadership to get us there. And finally, how can I work on Marco Rubio's campaign? Well, you can go to our website, marcorubio.com. That's the easiest way to plug into our campaign. I hope you'll join us.
Compare that fairly normal guy, young guy, I'm not going to say hip, he's a politician, but normal guy, to this Clinton bought 2015. I mean, she's just terrible at campaigning with real humans. Here she is campaigning in the South the other day.
We're beginning to see the results of all that hard work. And I will say that there does seem to be a pattern. Democratic presidents, and there's two in particular I'm thinking about, over the last 35 years, seem to inherit a mess of problems.
Reminded me of this atrocious, affected Southern accent she pulled last time around. This is even worse.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Now, I think Marco Rubio's a little liberal for my taste, although I think he's great on foreign policy, but he's obviously got the Democrats terrified. Maybe it's because he's Hispanic, and Democrats think he will tap into a voting base that's traditionally theirs. So they've pulled out all the stops to smear him, to dig up all the dirt on him and blemish his name. Well, how's that going? Well, the New York Times is trying really hard. They've done a lot of deep research, and he is such a bad boy. He's got some speeding tickets, not very many over the years, so the New York Times lumped in some from his wife, and that's sort of the worst they came up with. Well, today they had a new scandal to report. Marco Rubio has a luxury speedboat. According to the New York Times, it is terrible to have luxury speedboats. I didn't hear this from the New York Times when John Kerry was campaigning. Here's a picture of his 77-foot yacht. He would park it out of state to save $500,000 in fees. Not a lot of criticisms of that. Well, what does Marco Rubio's luxury speedboat look like? Does it look like this? No, that's the yacht of the New York Times co-owner Carlos Slim. Here is the luxury speedboat of Marco Rubio. It's a nice boat. I don't have a boat, so that boat, any boat, looks nice to me. But if this is the worst they got on him, luxury speedboat. Let me compare Hillary Clinton and Marco Rubio one last time. Here is Marco Rubio's house. You can see it circled. It looks like a really nice house. It's got a swimming pool. Again, gorgeous house. I wish I lived there. But not that shocking a house for a senator of the United States. In fact, it looks like he's got neighbors like normal people. Compare it to the Clintons' home. Yes, that monstrous mansion where the private email server was. Hillary Clinton, who would give speeches for $250,000, or, you know, Bill Clinton would charge $500,000, but there would be a quid pro quo. But the New York Times thinks the person with the law-breaking, money-spending habits they need to investigate is Marco Rubio. Are they scared? You bet they are. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.